Hi everybody, David Noor. I want to welcome you to another Periscope. I'm delighted you're here. I have to tell you a funny story. One of my clients, one of my favorite clients, watched one of these, got notified by Facebook or whatever, watched one of these, and he said, I was bored, you were talking about things I don't care about early on with motorcycles and garage, and so I had to educate him on Periscope is a chance for us to interact and engage, and it's a good chance for others to jump in and learn and interact through this. So I'm going to try to get more to the key topics that I think will be valuable to you, but I'm delighted you're here. I'm broadcasting from my garage. Again, this is a place, and I'm going to show you very quickly. Let's turn this around, and this is kind of where I ride the bikes, I work on the bikes. This is exercise. I was here this early this morning, and you can see the setup, right? People are interested in the setup sometimes. And then there's some tools and a lot of ongoing projects, and there's even some camping stuff here. So I'm delighted you're here. I'm glad you've been able to join us. This week's session is focused on top 10 traits of visionary business leaders. There's a lot that's written about leadership. There's a lot that's written about visionary leaders. And unfortunately, the same few examples, whether it's Elon Musk or rest in peace Steve Jobs or all these different people keep coming up, and it seems to be the same thing over and over again. So instead, I've been thinking a lot about my existing clients over the last, hard to believe, 14 years. And like most of you, I've hit it off really well with some, not so good with others, and I've seen some really impact their organizations. And you're just in awe of watching them do, these great leaders, what they do. And others, I can't help but think you're wondering, how do they ever get to that position or get to do that job? You kind of discreetly keep that to yourself. But my point is, I've identified these 10 traits, again, of visionary leaders, and really what makes them be that way. More importantly, what can you do to think about your own leadership style, your own management style, your own ability to engage and influence people? So here we go. Number one, these people are incredibly intelligent. I've long believed it's very difficult to train people on intelligence. I would rather pay a little bit more, if not a lot more, for an intelligent employee, intelligent staff, intelligent assistant, then try to teach somebody how to think. And unfortunately, in a lot of our schools, critical thinking skills are just not taught. They're not part of that development early on. So what do you do with employees come to work, right? I believe that critical thinking is part of the mentoring program. Could be a great way for a leader to coach and mentor employees and staff on how to really think. Even if somebody doesn't know how to do something, if they know how to think, they often figure things out. So I'm a big believer that visionary business leaders are first and foremost incredibly intelligent. So how can you do that? Read. You have to experience new things. You have to travel. I'm a big believer, and I use the hashtag never stop growing, right? It's a great way for you to continue to learn and grow, and really see learning opportunities from every interaction. I'm a big believer that every interaction is a chance for you to learn and grow in that process. So that's number one, they're incredibly intelligent. Number two, and by the way, we'll blog about this. We're putting up a Periscope page, so the list we'll share. Quick question, are you coachable? Maybe. Great question to ask yourself as we think through all of these. Great point. Thanks to Inbound Lead Solution for jumping in on that. Number two, they know themselves. If you think about visionary leaders you've worked with, you currently work with, or you've met or known over the years, they know themselves really well. They know who they are, they know who they're not. So again, what can you do to get better at this? There's a whole bunch of assessments. You've heard of Myers-Briggs, Hogan, Berkman, DISC, any of those? One of my favorites is HBDI. Herman Brain Dominance Instrument. Ned Herman ran Crotonville, which was GE's, or is GE's learning and development program for a number of years. And he was really perplexed by people that came to the program and didn't succeed. And what he figured out was we're wired in very specific ways that gravitates us to doing certain things. And the more of that we do, the better we get. The better we get, the more we want to do. And that's how you build competency. So great visionary leaders that I've met, I've worked with over the years, really know who they are and who they're not. And one way you could also do that is go through some of these assessments. And again, hbdi.org, I think it is one of my favorites. You also have to capture lessons that you've learned. I carry around a blue notebook with me, and it's just a great way to capture what goes well in a typical day, what doesn't go well, and go back and review those. This is also a really good opportunity to talk about mentors. I'm a huge believer that you're never too old or too young to find a mentor, to be a mentor. We all need other people to grow through. I think, my dad drove into us years ago that life's way too short to make all the mistakes yourself. You got to find ways to learn from other people and other people's experiences. So we're talking about top 10 traits of visionary business leaders. 1, incredibly intelligent. 2, they know themselves really well. 3, they focus on few strategic priorities. Most executives I know are being pulled in a lot of different directions, right? And they realize they cannot get, one client that I worked with for a brief point literally had a priority list of 62 items. And you can't help but think, if everything is a priority, then nothing is a priority, right? So really visionary leaders know what priorities make or break them. They know what's going to help them move forward and their organizations and teams forward and which ones aren't. They're very good at eliminating distractions, which is something else you could focus on. They also make time for family and friends. I've just never been a big believer of workaholics. Yeah, you hear about work ethics, and that part is critical. And I'm a big believer of you don't have to be the smartest person in the room. You don't have to be the most talented person in the room, but don't ever get out-hustled in that room, right? So I believe in all that. What I don't want you to confuse that with is workaholics. I've never understood people who, and I've done it before, people who are at the office till 10 o'clock at night or midnight, or I don't get that. So how can you become more efficient and more focused and really eliminate distractions to get more done in the time that you have? Top 10 traits of visionary leaders. 1, incredibly intelligent. 2, they know themselves really well. 3, they focus on few strategic priorities. 4, they challenge the status quo, not really focus on defending it. Think about it a second. Some of my favorite clients, some of the best clients I've ever worked with, they come in, they quickly, not a bull in the china shop, but they quickly realize, here's what's working, here's what's not. How do we do a lot more of what's working and start just getting rid of the sacred cows that we do because we've always done it that way. So what they do, and what something you can do, is reimagine a different path forward. So what if? I love what if questions. What if we did it this way? What if we tried something different and new? Are we going to fail? Sure, it's possible. But we could also uncover a whole lot of new opportunities, right? So reimagine a different path forward. They make a lot of intelligent, small bets. On people, on projects, on initiatives, on relationships, on partnerships. They make a lot of small bets. Venture capitalists do this really well. Book publishers do this. They do a lot of little things. They invest in a lot of different areas and make a lot of small bets. Are some of them going to fail? Sure. Are some are going to hit the cover, knock the cover off the ball? Absolutely. You can iterate. You can innovate. You can disrupt. For those of you who just joined, thanks for coming. We're talking about the top 10 traits of really visionary business leaders. 1, they're incredibly intelligent. 2, they know themselves really well. 3, they focus on fewer strategic priorities. 4, they challenge the status quo versus defending it. 5, they're incredibly resilient and adaptive. My kids play sports. My daughter plays soccer. My son plays lacrosse. Both, as you can imagine, if you've been around kids' sports, they get knocked down. My first thing I yell is, get up. And that's exactly what you want to be able to do. Great leaders, if you've ever watched them, if you've seen them do great things, they've been knocked down so many times, they don't know anything better than get up and go at it again. So that resiliency in all of us is really important. It's really critical if you want to play the long game, if you want to succeed long term. You got to get back up. You got to develop your survival skills, right? And you got to study others. Throughout the day, you interact with other people all the time where you see them fail. And the ones that really aren't in it for the long haul, take the easy way out. The ones who succeed to amazing heights, right? Go back at it again. I'm always, I laugh at when you run into people you haven't seen in a while. And their comment, whether to me or to others, is, it's amazing what an overnight success you've become. What they don't realize is you've busted your tail over the years to develop customers or write books or do the speeches or develop a product or build a team. And where were they when you were putting all that time and effort? That's a sign of your resiliency. That's exactly what great leaders need. Just to reiterate, top 10 traits of visionary business leaders. 1, incredibly intelligent. 2, they know themselves really well. 3, they focus on fewer strategic priorities. 4, they challenge the status quo, not just defend it. 5, they're incredibly resilient and they adapt. 6, they engage and influence others. They engage and influence others. I could tell you all this, but what can I do to get you to think differently about what you're doing and how you're doing it in your own world? It's more than just communication. I've read a bunch of places. Great leaders have great communication skills. Okay, fine. But communication is a lot of times about what and how. And if you don't do anything from this Periscope session, I want you to go to TED, Technology, Entertainment, Design, TED videos. And Simon Sinek, S-I-N-E-K, Simon Sinek, has a great video where he talks about his golden, circle, and he talks about your why. And he talks about, that's right, the why, right? So he talks about Apple, he talks about Martin Luther, he talks about Tesla, he talks about a lot of these really successful and visionary leaders lead with their purpose, lead with their why. And that's how you engage people, that's how you influence their thinking. I could tell you all the great reasons why you should do something, or what you should do and how you should do it. That's trying to appeal to your logical self-interest. The emotional connection is what gets many of us to move. That's the why, right? So really understand and know your why. Why do you want people to do things, right? That's really important. Top 10 traits of visionary business leaders. Incredibly intelligent, know themselves, they focus on few strategic priorities, they challenge the status quo, not just defend it, they're incredibly resilient and adaptable, they engage and influence others. Number 7, I don't think it's going to come any surprise if you know anything about me or my work. They nurture exceptional relationships. Some of the best leaders I've ever met want people and people follow them and they'll go through walls for them and they'll bend over backwards to help them. And it's not because they're superheroes, it's because they instill that trust and those relationships in people. And they invest in them and they care about that John's wife just had breast cancer. Or Susie's dad is sick and she needs some time away to go deal with family issues. So they build incredible relationships. And by the way, they focus on fewer but more impactful relationships, which I've found to be really useful. Top 10 traits of visionary business leaders. Incredibly intelligent, know themselves, focus on few strategic priorities, challenge status quo, incredibly resilient and adaptable, engage and influence others. They nurture exceptional relationships. 8 is they execute. They execute. They get things done. It's about performance. It's about results. It's about getting things done. They focus on outcome. How are things better off because I'm here? How's this team better off because I'm leading them? Not what we do and how we do it. I got to tell you, I can't stand conference calls. I can't stand meeting for a meeting. Let's meet for a meeting that's coming up. At some point, I want to ask, what's the point? Somebody asked me, I'm going up to New York next week. Somebody asked, can you come for a meeting? And I said, I'm happy to come, but we both know what the other person looks like. What are we going to meet about? Right? And tell me where you're going. Give me some ideas of why you think this meeting is important. So if you focus on execution, if you focus on the results and the outcome, and less about input, it's amazing how these visionary leaders get things done. 9, they're talent scouts. Visionary leaders have this knack for finding amazing talent. And by the way, amazing talent is all around us, right? Do they demonstrate the right ingredients or the right behaviors so you can teach them other skills? They're very intentional about developing their leaders, right? They proactively mentor and coach, and they see coaching and mentoring opportunities in every chance they get. And they're very decisive about getting rid of dead weight. Let's be honest, most of our teams, most of our companies, there is dead weight, right? Everybody's got it. Visionary leaders quickly identify that, either reassign them to something that is more of their strength, more of something they enjoy doing, or politely, humanely, walk them out and let them go find that opportunity elsewhere. You cannot afford to keep dragging the rest of the talent down because you won't get rid of the people that really don't have a business being there, right? Number 10, they get and invest in the intangibles. They understand what leading indicators are, such as their brand, their reputation, sentiment of how do others feel, customers, partners feel about them, right? If you think about surveys, it's a lagging indicator. You're looking back in the rear view mirror trying to drive. Leading indicators help you think ahead. So just a quick summary. These have been 10 traits of visionary business leaders, not a book report, but what I've observed my own clients over the last almost 2 decades do. Number 1, they're incredibly intelligent. You cannot train intelligence. Number 2, they know themselves really well. 3, they focus on fewer strategic priorities. 4, they challenge the status quo, not just defend it. 5, they're incredibly resilient and adaptable. 6, they engage and influence others. 7, they nurture exceptional relationships. 8, they execute. They focus on performance. They focus on results. 9, they're talent scouts. They look for talent everywhere. They nurture that talent. 10, they get and invest in tangibles. So, my name is David Noor. I'm the author of several books, Relationship Economics, and a handful of others. Whether you watch this session live, right here, or afterwards, you can always swipe to share this with others. And again, whether you watch it live or on Periscope later, you can also tap the screen for hearts that tells me which one of these resonated with you and that which you're interested in. I typically do these Periscopes on Tuesdays at 1 o'clock Eastern. So you can follow me at David Noor to learn more about them. I'm also on LinkedIn. I'm fairly active on Facebook. So thanks for being here. I hope this has been of value to you. And I hope to see you next time on the same Periscope. Thanks, everybody. Take care. Bye-bye.